What is up, guys, and welcome back to Prince Pyramid's Call of the Wild University, where we tell you everything you need to know about Call of the Wild. Today, I'm going to go over the best possible loadout. It's going to include weapons that will cover every caliber of animal, every size, every species, and on top of that, it'll have a pistol, shotgun, and rifle, so you can increase your score on all three. So we're going to start off here on Cedar Baton with these Yak, and I'm going to show you guys what the Arzia 300 can do. Now, the Arzia 300 is my personal choice when it comes to the larger game. It's the rifle that's going to have the most knockdown power, and before high caliber weapons came out on this game, I was doing the same exact deal, but I was using the 300 canning. And nowadays, because of the DLC, you don't have to do the grind for the 300 canning anymore. This is definitely a better rifle when it comes to recoil and things like that, which will help during a lot of those grinds. Because as you can see, this rifle, it will cover these guys, but it covers 7 to 9. But the main reason I use it, besides these big species, I will use it when I'm grinding for red deer and fallow as well. That way I don't have to go out of my way searching for whatever species I'm going after, because the 300 will pretty much knock them down pretty quick. See, the Yak is already on the verge of death, but we got some headed this way too. So it's the Arzia 300. I do switch scopes a lot, but I normally stay with the Argus if I'm hunting. But if I'm getting attacked or something's running toward me like this, I'll switch to the smaller scope. It's much easier to get multiple shots off. And this buddy's dead. That one's dead in the water. And this guy's going to make me have to do it. Yep. There we go. So as you can see, it is definitely the preferred rifle if you're dealing with larger rounds, larger animals. For me, I would say the 300 canning is a close second, but that's kind of just for nostalgia. This to me is definitely a better rifle than the 300 canning, especially for grinds because of recoil management and stuff like that. But we took down 3 Yaks in about 30 seconds, guys. So it is a great big game rifle. But all right, let's switch over. All right, so here we are, and now we're about to show you. This is probably my favorite weapon as far as the workhorse for me. This is the rifle I use for most animals, and it is the 270, which covers classes 4 to 8. And I go back and forth on which ones I prefer. I kind of like the the Clandestine or the Norden. It's the 270 Warden, because it's got that camo that the 270 I actually hunt IRL with looks kind of similar. So I think that's why I keep it. But today we got the Stradivarius, and I'll show you guys what I mean by. It is the perfect workhorse gun. It's got more knockdown power than the 243. So this is why I always use it for, well, you've seen me when I'm doing these grinds. I'll use the 270 to make sure I get ethical kills on my diamonds, and I'll use the 300 to make sure I'm hitting my number every time I'm doing a grind. So any rotation I'm going to use the 300, and the 270 is there in case we get a great one or in case we get a diamond. So hopefully when we come to this lake, I can show you guys what I mean by this 270. The 243 will get the job done as well. My problem with the 243 is for especially, not so much fallow, but for red deer, it definitely doesn't feel like it has the knockdown power that you need. So I've switched to the 270 and have never really looked back. All right, the fallow have to be up here somewhere. Come on. No, there we go. I knew they were on here because this is the rotations I run. He's actually a big 4. But let's take this guy out with the 270 just to show you guys. Again, we're going to use the Argus scope. And right there, slumped. And can we get a second shot off? That was low. That was a really low shot. This guy, we're just going to have to... I missed that. But for the shot with the 270, you can see that we definitely... if you get double lung or you get heart on these fallow deer, it's pretty much a one-shot deal. You don't have to worry too much about tracking. I may have to put this guy out of his misery with the 300. And this is the Ascent scope, the smaller one I was showing you guys with the yak. When things are coming right at me, I like to use this one so it's not so zoomed in. There we go. We put the fellow out of his misery. But let's pick him up, and we'll go pick up our other guy over there. And again, this is why I like to use both when I'm hunting fallow deer in my grind. The 300 is an excellent cleanup rifle, especially if you're not talking about diamonds or something. If you don't care if it's ethical or not, you can mow them down quick with the 300. All right, pick this guy up. All right, we're about to have to switch over to our next weapon. And here we are on Africa, guys, and I'm going to show you guys, most of you guys already know this, the Cacciatore 12-gauge shotgun with a Meridian scope. Without doubt, the best shotgun in the game. There's a reason they make you grind for it. And it's not even so much the money, it is getting the XP up with the shotgun in order to unlock the Cacciatore as well as the Meridian scope. Because for me, when it comes to things like quail, pheasant, ptarmigan, stuff you have to shoot out of the air, you need that Meridian scope, or at least I do. I needed that Meridian scope. It really helped. But the other good thing about this, I've switched this around because I'll use the buckshot and the birdshot. I've used this thing to shoot springbok, and then I'll switch to birdshot, and it'll allow you to take out rabbit, pheasant, turkey. And with the Meridian scope, if you're zeroed at 75 meters, if you shoot high, you can. It's probably good for up to about 100 meters, to be honest. All right, we got a lot of stuff here, but we're trying to find the rabbit, just so I can show you guys, because it is definitely, because sometimes I'll just run around these maps and spot rabbits, and just go on a rabbit hunt. Pretty much, I'll spend hours just chasing down rabbits. So if you're doing that, I do highly suggest we got a rabbit right here, making it easy for us. And no, we're gonna get to this brush right there. Yep. I definitely do, and because of the Meridian scope especially, this becomes almost the cheat code for shotguns. All right, let's pick him up. And where are we going to go next? Because I think after the shotgun, I want to switch over to Salzweissen Park in a second. And I'm going to show you guys to me, what I believe to be the secret to this loadout. All right. And it's going to be the 243 pistol. The 243 pistol, it is single shot. But guys, this is the way that I have found easiest to level up my pistol score. It is a 243 rifle round. It fires like a 243 rifle round, and whether you're using it's the R Cuomo 243 pistol, whether you're using the competitor or the champion, you can put rifle scopes on it, and you can zero all the way out to 200 meters. So when it comes to smaller games, the foxes, the raccoons, lynx, I've even used it to down deer. To me, this is the perfect weapon because it is a pistol. You're leveling your pistol score. You don't have to worry about weight because it's a pistol, so you're going to get to tote it along with these other 4 rifles or these other 3 weapons. And on top of that, I do think it forces you to get a little bit closer with your shots, especially since it's 0 for 200. So as you get closer, you're going to end up, just using this pistol, I have taken down a lot of whitetail, a lot of gray fox, especially on Mississippi. And a lot of times it's, one and done because it makes you get up close and personal and you don't really miss shots that far away. But let me see if I can find a raccoon so I can show you guys. Also, another tip, Salzweissen Park may be the new move for raccoons, in my opinion. They're much easier to hunt here than on Mississippi. Because Mississippi, the drink time for raccoons on Mississippi was tough. It was so dark and you got the woods and stuff behind them. So that's a raccoon dog. I don't really want to fire with it. Is he attacking me? No, he's not. He's just picking the wrong course, I reckon. All right, let's go take this guy out just to demonstrate what I'm talking about. The good thing about this pistol is it covers the 2 to 3, which if you guys have played Call of the Wild long enough, you know that the animals that are the 2 to 3 class species are so difficult to deal with. For me, I would have to switch out the 270 for the 243, and then I'd go elsewhere, and it's like, man, I wish I had the 270 for things like Gemsbach and stuff like that. So to me, it erased what was one of the trickiest deals when it came to the loadout that I experienced early on in Call of the Wild. So hopefully you guys will give this pistol a chance. I know a lot of people only like to hunt with shotguns and rifles, and I get that, but this to me, in my opinion, saved the deal with pistols for me, because it made it easier to cover that 2 to 3, which is always super tricky. So there you have it, guys. We're still looking for a raccoon. Yeah, I didn't get a great shot on him, but he didn't take long to die because we shot him with basically a rifle. But there you have it, guys. The loadout, you just saw it, but if you're going to use this loadout, it will cover every species. You want to have the Arzia 300. You want to have the 270. There's our raccoon. Yeah, we didn't get a great shot, but we killed him pretty quick. The Cacciatore, so there it is, 243 Cuomo, Cacciatore 12 gauge, 270, and then you got the Arzia 300. And with all that together, you will cover every species. You will level up your shotguns, pistols, and rifles. And you won't have to worry about switching back and forth between your 270 and your 243. But all right, guys, until next time, I've been Prince Pyramid, and everybody have a good one.